Hi Aries, welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. Aries, this is your love reading starting today on the 23rd of November. And I'm starting with this mystical wisdom. I never say who's by. Gaye or Guy, Guthrie. Really beautiful. Like an overall story for you. And this is going to be, I see a lot of birds flying by there in the background. So messages of love coming in, any type of message coming in, could talk about freedom for you with those birds in the background. And also I want to add, it is the 23rd of November, but I've asked for towards the end of November for your love reading, from towards the end of November till towards the end of December. So that's the stretch for the that's the time frame, what I'm trying to say. So an overall card here before we move over to the usual decks. Gratitude, be grateful for all you have. And this is very much my Pisces card. This usually comes out when Pisces is involved somehow, some way. So there could be a connection with the Pisces. You could have a placement in your birth chart. But overall, it's just such a beautiful card. It speaks about like holding the sun in your hand, like holding happiness in your hands. It's like you create your own happiness. And I don't know if you see that, but maybe you do. In the palm of your hands there, you also have, like, you have the sun and you have horses. It's almost like the Romans or I think it's the Romans, not the Greeks. It could be a Greek influence as well. You know, with all those horses in the front here being led by this guy standing back here. So you almost don't see a connection to it. And it's really beautiful, like how if we read into that, it's like we have all that horsepower in the front there, and a bit further back there's this person, and it seems like there's no connection to it. It seems like there's nothing in between, but he apparently really is steering those horses. So very much about it might look like you don't have control in things. It might look like you're not creating your own reality, like there's nothing in between, but in fact you control the whole thing. With sunflowers in your hair that just continues on for days, like it just goes on and on and on up here. Peacock feathers could be a little, because it is your love reading, so it's nice when those peacock feathers are showing up, because it's my indicator from the peacock and the unicorn that there's a soulmate connection around. You're also inside of this huge shell, which talks about listening. Pay attention to your intuition. A lot of kids just playing, having a wondrous time. Maybe this is you being a bit nostalgic, thinking back by your own childhood. Really beautiful overall for your story right now. So let's see what's coming out for you for your love. The basic energy with this Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland. Still a bit new, this deck, so it's not as easy to shuffle. Coming together, beautiful. It flipped, but it didn't come out, but I want to show it. Coming together, green card there, so it's healing. And number 2, all about conversations and relationship. There you go. There's the first one. And let's see. There you go. I mean, what I love when I don't have to do anything. I don't love when I don't have to do anything, but when it's so explainable just by itself. So first is number 5, win or lose, comes up. So it's like, okay, so it seems like a choice, you choose. And then the next card is helpless. Do you know what, guys? Do you know what I read? So I'm going to stick to that. I read helpless or I mean, it said hopeless, and it still says hopeless, but I read it as like win or lose, help or hope. That's basically what I picked up. I was so sure of it. So I'm gonna read it in as a choice. Like there's, and this is like, it really is a choice. Like you think you have two paths here. You can either go up that one or that one. It's a mountain which with each of those choices. So we're gonna go deeper and find all about this. I'm struggling a bit to get the words out. It's like I'm stumbling over my words. I can't really. It's not really flowy. So either you feel like you have a hard time to communicate with somebody, or you feel like there's just not real flow for you right now, or is it just that you feel a bit stumbly and fumbly? This first card, number 5, it's all about great opportunity for change here. Win or lose. And I feel so strongly about the choice. You seem to be choosing some sort of life path right now. Like you're choosing, I don't know if there's an urgency, and I don't know if that's like age, related to age, or why you feel like there's an urgency. I just have this feeling like I want to start to live this now. I don't want to wait anymore. And if this is like for your love life, if this is something just overall, like just a feeling that you have, this is overcoming obstacles, and there's change, and there's a change in your life path. And we put the sword down. Like there's no more fight. There's no more struggle. There's no more hurdles. And we have a little love heart there in the middle, which is really beautiful. And then it's a blue border. So it speaks about authenticity and realness and truth, the true version of you. Win or lose is like you're, is that saying, like you wake up and either you decide that this world is a hostile place and you will be right, or you decide that this world is a friendly place and you will be right. Like you attract what the focus is. We're going to go deeper and find out what this is all about. And then this choice is like, again, like I feel like it's a fork in the road. It's like, so what do I do now? Like, do I go this way or do I go that way? And from the look of it, you're going to end up in the same place. So it's not that big of a deal. It might feel like it's that big of a deal, but it really isn't. It really isn't that big of a deal. It's number 8, so it talks about endless possibilities. It's like, it's not one possibility and one chance only. It's endless possibilities. It looks like there's several choices right now, but each of those choices are going to lead you down the same path to what it is that you want. And since this is your elaborating, if you feel like this is around something else, just put that in. But for your love reading, this is all about, okay, you're going to have your lucky ending. You're going to have your happy ending anyway. It doesn't really matter what path you choose. So we're going to clarify this. Excuse me. The Fairy Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue is clarifying these. Yeah, so we're starting with this Four of Winter. I see this huge pine cone there. Tallkotte in Swedish. Very much like you've been in hermit mode and really thinking. And I just want to read out on the bottom first. It says, set aside your concerns for now. You can make a decision later, like we said. Solutions that come from meditation, the need for more sleep or a vacation. So this is very much when you're withdrawn, when you like to just, crawl up in bed or crawl up on the couch, just be on your by yourself, or just have this, if it's not like you want to be by yourself, it's this need for regrouping, rethinking. Like I said, it's like, okay, so what do I choose now? What do I want? Like, I can't just continue to do like it can't continue to be exactly like it has been, because like it has been will show up as it has been, and it's like you're looking for something different. And so this is in terms of your love life. And if you're in a committed relationship, I feel like this is being stuck in a rut. Like you're not really feeling like you're getting anywhere right now. And sometimes we can be stuck in those, not stuck perhaps, but like sometimes it is just a bit of a stale energy, like nothing much in the relationship really happens, but you're still, it's like comparing it to the kids, like with your kids. If you have kids, you know what I mean, or you've been a kid, and it's like you understand this one. Even with animals, it's like not, you know, thunder and lightning or amazing fun or play, you know, is happening every day and every hour of the day, and still you wouldn't be considering giving your kids away. It's like, or your pets, like we didn't have the most awesome walk today, so maybe this relationship, little dog, doesn't work. You don't say that, you don't think that, but when it comes to relationships, we tend to judge that. And if this is like stuck in a rut for a long period of time, I mean, that's different. I just feel like you have had the need to pull back a bit and just be by yourself a bit and rethink, and I don't know, rethink your choices, rethink your decisions. And if you're single, it's more of a bored, okay, I can't continue to do the same thing over and over, because it's going to yield the same results. And so you want to change and shift things up. 4 is all about your heart, and it's all about laying a new foundation. But this is a bit of a stalemate, because we have the winter there, so it's a bit like stagnant. It's not really all that much is going to happen right now, I don't feel, unless you're willing to come out of here. Let's see what else we can find here. That was yet another blue border. Throat chakra. Then we have Princess of Autumn. And this to me looks like you're a bit more occupied with other things than love. On the bottom it says, happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships. Well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get going. So perhaps you're procrastinating. I mean, skjuter upp saker in Swedish. Perhaps you're like putting it off, like you know there's stuff to do, but you're gonna do them later. You get stuck in this, you're gonna read about this thing, and while you're looking for that thing, you find something else on your way to that thing, and you get stuck in that other thing. And so it's like you don't really get to the place where you set out to get, because there's something to seem to just get in the way. So if this is you, I don't want to use the word self-sabotage, because that's a bit too big, but it's like you think about making changes and you want to see a different outcome, and you want to have a different scenario in front of you, but when you go to make the changes you sort of know you have to make, or when you look at what you need to start to do, or start to maybe think differently, or whatever this is for you, it's like, but I'm a bit busy here now with some other stuff, and it's like you don't get to it. So the choices that we're having, the decision to make a different life path choice, is like being put a bit on the back burner. It's being put a bit up on the shelf, and you're not really dealing with it right now. The self-sabotage in that is that, if you're single and have been single for quite some time, are you scared to get somebody really close to you? Are you scared to lose that freedom? We have the freedom with the birds outside. Are you scared of losing that freedom because you maybe have been on your own for such a long time, and it will sort of mess with your structure and with your, you know, routines. Maybe that's something you need to ask yourself. And then I see in this picture, she's stretching out for, I can't 100% say what that is, but it looks like a gold coin. It looks like a gold coin that she's reaching out her arm, stretching like to get to this gold coin that seems to just be floating around in the air. And it's almost like, do you see that she's leaning away from it a bit, and so she stretches out. And I was just thinking about my little boy. Oh, he's so funny. It has nothing to do with anything. I just want to, maybe it has, but like today he ran out from the kitchen. He wanted to have something for me. And he ran out from the kitchen, and like, so he was standing a couple of meters away from me. And then he reached out his arm, and he was like, I can't reach. It's like, you have to come here. But I can't reach. And so I had to actually walk up to him and give him the thing. Can we include that somehow? Yeah, we actually can. It's interesting how things come to you. It's almost the same thing with you. It's like you walk away, you walk far enough away from something that you want. In this case, love. If this is also money, like a golden nugget, energy, love, whatever this is, that seems to be just like, I can't reach it. You have to come to me. It's like, really? It's like, if you see how close she is? She's leaning the other way, and then she's stretching out her arm saying she can't reach it. Or like my little boy that runs away from me and says he can't reach it. And it's even a thing he wanted. I think it was chocolate or something that he wanted this morning. And then he runs away because it's a little fun thing. But this is like, if you just were to do that, you would actually reach it. And if you would have just stayed there, he would get what he would get, the chocolate. But there's something to this that it's right there. It's right there. The love, or the golden nugget, the thing that will lead to everything, the key, or more energy. I feel like there's like you want more energy. It's right there, and you seem to. That's why I'm getting this like self-sabotage. You might not be. You might even be aware of it. You might even be aware that that's what you're doing. It's right there. It's right in front of you. And if this is a love relationship that you've been asking for, or if this is like an improvement in an already committed relationship, it's right there for you to have. But you seem to put yourself in enough distance to it, and then call it out as to like, you can't reach it. It's too far away. It's too far off. It's too hard. It's too difficult. It's whatever this is. So there seems to be a little bit of self-sabotage going on. But when I say that, I know I'm picky with the words, but it's just that I want to translate the energy, everything I feel around like in an energy form, and then I try to sort of dress it, like clothe it with words. And so sometimes I will say a word and it doesn't fit the energy, because I get a bit picky about the words. But so self-sabotage feels a bit too strong of a word it feels like too strong a word to dress the energy that I pick up here. So maybe just a little bit of laziness, like, yeah, I keep asking about this upgrade and in my already committed relationship, or yes, I'm asking for this love relationship if I'm single, but do I really want to make the effort to, like, you actually have to dress up and go on a date. You actually have to invite them home to your home, and then maybe it's like, well, then I need to clean up. Like, I don't know. I don't know what that is. You fill in the blank. Maybe you're sitting there going, I know exactly what it is, and and it's right. Like, I don't. And it might not be that you don't want a love relationship, but I think just have a little self-talk, have a little check-in with yourself. Like, what is going on here? why am I putting it off? But then still sort of act like as if I want this relationship, or as I want this nugget, whatever this I'm not talking about food. Okay. Very interesting reading here. So, what else do we want to give Aries in their love situation? Okay, stop. Another 8. That's beautiful. Believe and succeed. It's a bit of a difference. Success and growth. So these are two purple borders. So this is a bit of a shift in the energy. So this is like almost when you stop to be stuck in the rut. Like you just decide, no, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna decide. Like it's like you have this little talk with yourself, and you reassessed things and you rethought things, and it's like, okay, so this is what I'm getting to, and this is like believe and succeed. Meaning you have to believe it before you can see it shift or see it change. And this is you. Again, I see this as, like I saw here, like we have those horses in the palm of her hand. And if he wants to focus. And like, it doesn't look like you're steering those horses all the way back there, but you are. So it seems like there's no connection. There's no like real evidence that you're in control of things, and yet you are. And here's like, okay, so we're sitting in the boat, and we can't even see if that's you steering the boat or not, but actually you are, and you're steering it in exactly the direction that you want. And I love how this is, it looks blue still, the border, but it is purple. I love how this is the number 6. And so it talks about that connection with it is love. Like number 6 represents love. But why it represents love is because of the connection with your inner being, with your higher self, with God, with source, call it what you will, what you're most comfortable with. And this talks about making that connection, like you have to believe it and feel it before you see it. And this has so much to do with that connection from the inside. To then steer your boat in whatever direction you want. And you seem to be steering it right into the sun. Very calm waters. And then we have number 8, which is, again, endless possibilities. The infinity sign. What you send out is going to come back. What you send out is going to come back. And before, you seem to send out some stuff that sort of really didn't have much shift for you. But then slowly stuff really has started to shift for you, and it's like now when it turns up, it's like I can't reach it. So this is success and growth. So I love how this is like a continuation. Like, so first we're struggling a bit, and things are starting to come in, and we need to have a little check-in with ourselves. Like, what do we want here? And then believe and succeed, like believe in what you want and you will succeed. And then that picks up here, success and growth. And so we start with believing something, and then we move into the success of it. And when you're in the success of it, you will grow, and the cycle just continues. And I love how this is like the tree behind you here is transparent. Like we literally see through. It's a 3. It's a see-through tree. And that tree is blossoming. And it's not just blossoming with leaves like any other leaf. It's leaf. Any other leaf. But hearts. You're starting to feel the love, and you're starting to surround yourself with that type of... It's not super overflowing just yet, but it will be if you continue this. It's like, so love seems to be on your mind. Love seems to be growing for you right now, and you seem to want it. We're gonna go deeper. actually in both of these. Clarify number 6 there, please. Yeah. 7 of Winter. So there's a little clarifier here also for the, like, when you're, for this. So here we have 7 of Winter, and on the bottom it says, there is a better choice. Not seeing things clearly, running away from the truth. And it's literally exactly everything we just said. I don't know why you want to trick yourself, though. Like, I see the other card here, though. So 7, this is coming to some sort of end. It's time to start to reap what you've sowed, like reap the rewards, because it's like it's like you've asked for it over and over again. There's something, and if this is not love for you, it's love reading, but if this is not love, like if you ask for something else over and over again, or money, because we have the gold coin there, or health, or change in like your bodily condition, or whatever this is for you, career change, it's like you keep asking for it, and when it starts to show up, it's like you back down and you pretend like it's all like yummy, and everything is really good, everything is fine. And you almost see that you are backing down, but in the midst of the backing down, I feel like you're a bit disappointed or a bit sad even. That this thing never comes to fruition, although it's you that is backing down. If that makes any sense. I'm hoping I'm making myself clear here. But they're saying like it's time to reap the rewards. It's time to you're thinking about it, and it's starting to cultivate is what I want to use. The word cultivate. Like it's starting to just be around you in a more aligned way. And then we have the moon, number 18. So that's the third 8 coming out here. So number 1 is all about new beginnings, and number 8 there again, infinity sign. It's a strong indication of the 8 here. So it talks about power, it talks about strength, it talks about the manifestation. And the moon is all about, we have a moon, upcoming full moon. I think it's even a lunar eclipse, is it? In Gemini. I mean, I'm not gonna talk about that because I'm not 100% sure here. But the moon cycle is just talking about something deep, something profound. This might even be something that is hidden from yourself, that you don't fully realize this pattern of yours that you're having. On the bottom it says powerful intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of a situation. Running away from the truth is coming out here, and then understanding the truth of a situation. And here it talks about intuitive epiphanies and letting go of worry and fear. So whatever you're reaching for, whatever you're stretching for, this seems to be, I would say this is näcken in Swedish, but this seems to be a very beautiful fairy singing and playing in the water, and just sort of showing you that there's nothing to be afraid of here. Those are really made up beliefs. Like those are really just in your head beliefs that something bad will happen. So I don't know if like the struggles of past relationships, or the struggle in an already committed relationship, like you don't fully believe that you can have it all in a romantic love relationship. There's a little bit of a guard up there, and I think that whatever is hidden here, whatever is sort of underneath the surface, is something for you to find out for your growth. And you seem to be having like, there's going to be some sort of epiphany, there's going to be some sort of, okay, that's what I need to look at, like this, or just sort of a wow, that's what I've been doing. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm just going to continue and do this instead. And then it was something more. Right. It comes through meditation. If you don't like to meditate, do something that really stills your mind. It really has the same effect as meditation, because I don't think too much can beat it. But it's like to let go of everyday thoughts, to let go of that chatter in your mind so that it becomes a restful mind. Even if that is right before you're going to sleep, to try to be as clear as you can right before you go to sleep, even that changes things for you. Okay, guys, I'm going to continue. This is it's a little bit of a cryptic reading here. I can't say that I have like full overview of the whole thing. But in a way, it's really beautiful because it seems like you can have it all if you just decide that it's safe, But I'm going to go deeper, and we're going to find out more about this situation in the extended. So if you feel like this is your reading, like you connect with this, then the link in the description box is down below. If not, thank you so much for watching, Aries, and I hope to see you back soon. Take care.